During the third millennia, in a strange place known as the United States of America, a war was brewing. Brainwashed Marxist idiots in colleges across the nation clashed with equally brainwashed, anime-obsessed neo-Nazis. Starbucks windows were shattered, Dodge Challengers were totaled, and Muslims realized that rental vans were cheaper than plane tickets. Skinny, anemic millennials from coast to coast were hospitalized with life-changing injuries such as sprains and first-degree burns. And the heroic knights of 4chan rose up to defeat Shia LaBeouf and drive the evil villain into a descent towards a madness the likes from which he would never recover. As the enemies of freedom destroy the cities that raised them, as America begins to resemble an Iron Maiden album come to life, two heroes have risen up to fight against the culture of utter madness and restore sanity the only way they know how, by refusing to take any of it seriously. Mersh.
And I said, hey, oi, let's chop your penis off. Oi, can I have me penis back? Why do you have dreadlocks, you white oppressor?
Royce Lopez.
Always be aborting. A always be aborting. Always be aborting.
Breaking news.
Breaking news,
You're
guys.
hearing it only on our show first. Apparently Donald Trump has worked out a deal. He will get the wall. Unfortunately, it's going to be a rock climbing wall.
Oh, no! The other side's going to be a slide. You climb the wall up and you just
Lands into a nice, clean, chlorinated pool. And then you immediately get a welfare check. Fucking egg.
Oh, shit. He was a boy, he went to girl, now he wants to be a boy again.
Oh, God, just stay a girl if you're going to be this indecisive.
I think Caitlyn Jenner's a handsome woman with a great penis. Look, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with trannies. I just don't want to put that one's cock in my mouth.
Bound forever by their mutual love of smoking marijuana, Simpsons references and affection towards Alex Jones, these two men have joined forces to bring you uncut news and opinions directly from the belly of the beast. Saving Western civilization one childish dick joke at a time, here they are, your new heroes of the Imperium, Mersh and Royce Lopez.
Ladies and germs, what's going on? Our penultimate week is now going to be in the bag. We got one more week to go before our vacay. Whoop, whoop. Vacay. Friday, it's the end of the week. Revenge of the Cis, the most brutally honest and hilarious thing to come to the internet since President Trump's Twitter account. I am Mike Sheely, a.k.a. I'm not the type of nigga that'll type to niggas. And with me is Royce Lopez, a.k.a. a little more pizza, a little less gates.
That's right. Much more pizza.
Yeah,
No
please,
gates.
more pizza. And yeah, we're here with you with our second to last Friday show before Christmas time. And as always, very interesting timeline, very great country to live in.
I love this country. I mean, I have to just...
Again, though. Can we say again?
Again.
Because there was a time.
Yeah. I love this country again. Couple things. We talked about the net neutrality thing. I named yesterday's episode "My Net Neutrality Man."
Wait, what happened? Did something happen with net neutrality?
We're getting a lot of people saying, this is a great explanation why we don't need net neutrality. And the other half is,
we're idiots.
Fucking guys, I can't wait till Comcast censors you.
Idiots, corporate shills.
Right.
Jew cucks, I think, came up a couple times again.
I know.
Look.
Listen.
You can't make everybody happy, I guess.
What are you going to do? Look, I'm against fucking government being in our shit. Sorry. That's bottom line. I don't care how mad it makes you. Then fucking be mad. I don't care.
By the way, for all of you that said this was the death of the internet, we're here right now.
Yeah.
On the internet.
Yeah.
Streaming on multiple sites. So, hey, what are you going to do?
Well, Vice
Wait a
going to
minute.
fix the internet, bro.
Wait a minute. Hang on. You know, usually we like something a little more lighthearted. Why would you dive right into real journalism like this?
Vice?
Like Vice.
Yeah.
Because now you know we're going to get real deep right off the jump. This has got to be a serious article.
The problem is I should have warned. Oh, might want to put your fedora on because it is a Vice article. You want to look like them.
No, if I had fucking dreadlocks and one of those weird Rasta hats,
That's
maybe.
a good point,
But
yeah.
it's Vice. They don't deserve a fedora.
You're right. Good point.
Puka shell necklace, maybe.
Motherboard and Vice are building a community internet network. To protect net neutrality, we need internet infrastructure that isn't owned by big telecom. Okay, what?
Wait, I'm sorry. Vice? Are you still playing things off like you guys are the outsiders? We're the little guys, man.
You have an HBO show.
Yeah, you guys fucked Gavin out of like a shitload of money, and now you're billionaires. Stop.
You're on the same network as Game of Thrones.
Nah, bro, we're totally just regular guys.
Are
like
ya?
bro? Yeah, we just chill out. We
The
take.
cringiest thing about
Bro,
Vice.
we rip bongs right in the office. Like, we're so edgy.
The cringiest thing about Vice, and I'm going to ruin Vice more for you. Whenever you watch it, most of their journalists have a ring on, and that ring says Vice on it. The owner dude got all the journalists, and he wears it all the time too, a ring that says Vice. Swear to God. It's like this, hey, yeah, man, we're the part of this secret club. Look it up. I'm not lying. Look it up. It's
Do you
fucking
understand?
real.
I got a class ring when I was in high school, all right? I lost my virginity in that place. And do you think I wear that ring? Oh, that is fucking cringe.
Yeah, they say Vice on them.
That's the sort of thing why I like have had so many issues over the years with keeping gigs or keeping jobs or keeping alliances in media. Because I'm that guy that just like I'm not wearing that fucking ring. Like
No.
I'm not doing it. I'd be like, no, no. Well, you know, dude, he's probably you're gonna red flag yourself, man, and then they're gonna look to fire you.
Okay,
That's
fine.
I'm not wearing it. I'm not fucking wearing it.
It's kind of like if you've ever had a corporate job, and this is every corporate job in America, they could absolutely know what I'm talking about. They always have this here around Christmas time. They have the United Way thing, where at the same time as you have all this money to spend on gifts, and Mike, I'm sure you know it, every corporation I've ever worked for or anyone in my family has worked for, it's always the same thing. They do this United Way thing. And it's one of those things where you have to give. They can't make you, but they will shame you if you don't.
Oh, yeah, no. And yeah, I mean, they even do that with like, you know, fellow coworkers and stuff. Like sometimes where there's like, Karen in accounting, you know, she got in a car accident and her husband Bill's kind of hurt right now. And she's going to be out of work for a week. If you guys can chip in PT hours. And like, again, it's one of those scenarios where it's like, you don't have to, but everybody's like, how many hours did you give?
I know, exactly.
How much blood did you give?
Like I remember being in corporate meetings many years ago. When I was 19, 20 years old, I got a job in inside sales at Johnson & Johnson at Cordis, which makes stents, and it was in Miami Lakes. And I remember that every time around this time of year they would do the Force United Way, and I was like, look, I don't, and it was like not only. It's not like you could just give $5. It's like, no, you're thinking 50. Like you have meetings about, so you know, you don't have to give, but it doesn't look good if you don't. Like they literally said that. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah, radio's even worse.
Yeah.
Like, if you've ever had a FM radio gig, especially if it's a cluster station, it's like fucking 6 stations in one building and it's owned by like Cox. Oh my God, the pressure to, you guys, man, people in the community look up to you guys. Do they? Do they look up to do they look up to the weekend jock from the classic rock station? Really? Are people looking at me as a pillar of the community? Get the fuck out of here. So just tell me I have to do it. It's like America. America does that shit. They're like, they'll fine you for not wearing your seatbelt. And they'll be like, well, it's for your safety. We're looking out for you. Whereas if you go to like Moscow or you go to like Mexico City, they just pull you over and go, hey, you give me money now.
That's basically
you just go to jail, and you're like, oh, hey, go $50. Hey, you know what? At least they don't fucking lie to me. They shake you down. And go, Mexican jails are pretty bad, bro. And you go, okay, here's fucking $25.
Years ago, my grandfather's told me this story, but years ago he went on a cruise out of Miami to like Cozumel, and he walked into a convenience store there. And this kid, 16, 17-year-old, was stealing something out of the store, but there was a cop outside and he didn't know it. The cop grabs the kid. He didn't arrest the kid. He put the kid's arm he's going to break it behind his back, made him give the shop owner the candy back, and then made him give the cop $20. I swear to God.
You know what, though? That's kind of justice.
And then he let the kid go.
That's kind of better than fucking a kid's whole life up,
right.
Though. You learned a hard life lesson.
I know.
You thought you were off a candy bar. Now you're out $20. Your arm hurts. And you got to go
You
home
thought
like
you were going to get. But you got got.
You got. And that, to me, I just don't. I don't like the insincerity behind, like you said, the United Way thing.
Yeah.
Or the hey, voluntary, bro. Just this is a gift. This Vice ring. Just wear it if you want.
Oh, so gay.
No, dude.
so
Seriously.
gay.
I could never get matching rings with a man.
Here's what I'm thinking: Revenge of the Cis grills. We get gold grills.
I would understand. Like, look. If your fucking father died and he always wore this ring or something.
I get that.
And you took the ring and went, I'm going to wear this ring every day to honor my dad or my brother or whatever.
Like a Frank Underwood
You don't
before
get-
he fucked kids.
Yeah, you don't have 2 or more rings made up
Right.
and go, we're all going to wear these, right, guys? It's I understand getting maybe like, a bunch of $20 rings made up for like a party one.
Right,
night.
yeah,
Hey, we're doing
I
our
get
thing.
that.
But you guys wore those rings, you fucking queers? Ew. God, every time you think Vice can't outdo themselves and cringe, they go and outdo themselves with another cringe thing.
Mike, why is this cringy? Tell me why this is. Tell me why this. Hold on. God damn it.
Is that why McGinnis only got a few mil? Because he wouldn't wear the ring.
Dude, I don't care. I think he made out like a bandit. That's the ring.
No.
See, I wasn't lying.
No.
Because people don't believe me.
No.
I've said this to people before.
Oh.
And all the journalists, for the most part, wear it.
If you told me your choice is to wear this ring to work or lose a finger, I would be sitting here thinking, which finger do I need the least? Which ring
By the way,
finger is going?
that was a young him. Are you curious if he still wears it?
Why
he
are
does.
they all posing like this? Is this where Gavin got all his Proud Boy faggotry from? This corporate culture.
What were you saying?
Oh, you got to name 5 cereals, man. And, oh, really? He has one.
Had.
He fucking had. Oh, you fucking.
It's bad, right?
Dude, it's not. I'm not even doing a bit. That's fucking cringe. Why do you have 4 of them? What are you, Tom Brady?
Well, because like I said, he had them made up for his entire staff. The entire staff of Vice has a ring.
Look, 4 rings. I'm like Tom Brady, except with AIDS.
but it's the cringiest thing that there's the easy things to make fun of Vice, the hipsters and all that, but this is, I think, the worst.
I hope you all get brown recluse bites where those rings are worn. Fucking cringe. Oh God, I can't keep. It's like I can't look away, but I can't. I don't want to look at it anymore. And what's with all? Oh God, these fucking guys. This is where the fucking Proud Boys came from. Proud of your boy.
Gawker did an
Proud of
article.
your boy.
Gawker did an article 3 years ago before Hogan sued him into fucking oblivion.
Before he fucking atomic leg dropped the whole media
Before
company.
he pushed him into a Kickstarter. Most people don't go into media to get rich, but a company as successful as Vice should be paying decent wages. Vice doesn't. Instead, the company pays shitty wages to low-level employees, compensating them instead with sheer coolness of working for Vice. A handful of grown-ups, a thin middle layer,
you
and
know
a
what?
gaggle
I'm sorry,
of people.
stop. You know what's fucking cooler than that? Having money. Having a good job for a reputable company. That's cool.
Is how one veteran characterizes the company. The appeal is street cred. Lots of free parties, booze, and hope that one earns the coveted Vice ring. Literally a ring that says Vice given to lucky employees.
No, that is not something they work towards.
Vice editorial.
Isn't Vice this same website that's constantly talking down to us about how people can't afford health care, man?
Want to know the starting salary to work at Vice if you're doing music videos or fashion? Remember, Vice is in New York City.
I'm going to go with 24 grand a year.
You fucking nailed it.
Are you serious?
24 to 26K. Swear to God.
I swear on my life, I did not read this article before the show.
No, he
That
didn't.
was Royce's
I just
article.
pulled it up right now because we were talking about the ring.
You fucking pieces of shit.
Yeah. So this is the cool fucking Vice. I'm going to leave that up while I read the story. Motherboard and Vice are building a community internet network. The net neutrality battle is exhausting. It has come to an enormous cost in time, energy, and attention and money because you did it. Nobody else. It's only wasting money because you guys are fighting it. Fundamentally, the net neutrality fight is one where the best possible outcome is preserving the status quo, an internet landscape and connection infrastructure that is dominated by big telecom monopolies. Because Google isn't a monopoly, though.
Every time it says that, can you add a man?
No problem.
Sure.
Fundamentally, the net neutrality fight is one where the best possible outcome is preserving the status quo, man. An internet landscape and connection infrastructure that is dominated by big telecom companies, dude.
Man.
Simply put, the internet is too important to rely on politicians and massive corporations to protect it.
Guys, smash capitalism. Whoa, that was really cool. I'm going to tweet that real quick.
Sorry, this Vice article has a commercial in it. This Vice article is brought to you by
Coca-Cola.
Cheeto Dust.
You fucking hypocritical.
You pieces of
hacks.
shit.
You're all hacks.
In order to preserve, look at the rings. Look at that. If you ever question why Vice sucks, look at the screen. That's why they
They're
suck.
not Super Bowl rings.
No. In order to preserve net neutrality and a free open internet, we must end our reliance on monopolistic corporations and build something fundamentally different.
Hey,
So
good
wait,
news.
is this the plot line from Silicon Valley?
I don't know.
Are they is Ehrlich making his own internet?
I do have good news for Phillip Rivers. If you get out of football, you could always go work for Vice. You can finally get a ring.
That's why Dan Marino's going to be their sports commentator. The good news is a better internet infrastructure is possible. Small communities, nonprofits, and startup companies around the U.S. are building networks that rival those built by big companies. See, there you go. The free market provides.
Sorry, dude, but I can't even hear you because I just keep staring at
Is
those
the glare
rings.
from the ring hitting your eyes? I apologize. You need glasses?
It's like I'm looking at it and Royce is talking, and it's like that cheesy movie trope where like Royce is fading into the background and I'm hearing like an actual like a ringing noise as I stare at the ring. It's like a Breaking Bad moment.
It's so bad, right?
And then Royce says, I'm just going to sit here in the background and read this story softer and softer as you focus on the ring. And it starts ringing. Ah!
We are in the very early stages of the process, have begun considering a dark fiber to light up hardcore hardware to users and organizations to work with, support, learn from, to be clear, and answer a few questions. In hopes of making this replicable, we will document every step of the process and we will release regular updates on the internet. Next year, we'll publish Motherboard's Guide to Building an ISP on the internet, a comprehensive guide to the technical, legal, and political aspects of getting locally owned internet network off the ground on the real internet. Projects like these, you know what, Vice? Put your money where your mouth is. Make your own internet service, right? And only have your site available on on your private little network. Put your money where your mouth is. Put your rings where your mouth is. All right?
Yeah, we'll even kiss your rings if it's successful.
Do it. I dare you. If you are so sure that that's the way to go, then leave the scary new world of internet that we live in. Ooh. You were getting fucking banned and censored before net neutrality. We're going to get banned and censored afterwards. This is fucking no change for us. This is normal.
I guarantee you that Gavin is somewhere going, oh, man, I got out when the kitten was good.
Yeah.
These idiots, they're going to lose a fortune.
Dude, it's gay, right? It's really gay.
Not just the rings. We're going to make our own internet, man. Just the whole...
Here, I'll zoom in on the rings for you. There you go. You can see them close. See? They're shiny.
Honestly, Vice, not since the Tea Party has something gone from cool to tragically unhip in such a earth-shattering, record-breaking short amount of time.
So Vice is making their own internet. I say good luck to them.
Yeah, good. Congratulations.
We say to you, Vice,
thank you for your service.
thank you for your service. With that being said, before we move on, we have to recognize we did get a new patron yesterday.
Hey, we did get a new patron yesterday, and that patron, like all of our patrons, will be eligible in 5 days a week from today. A week from today when we give away this Google Home Mini. We're just going to, we're going to take all the names of our patrons, we're going to throw them in a fucking hat, and we're going to pick somebody out, and you might win a very neat, cool gift. And it's very useful. Like, I've had more fun using it lately. But Brendan O'Shea, ladies and gentlemen, our
Yes.
latest patron and our good pal.
As always, we say,
one of our OG listeners.
thank you for your service.
Thank you for your
never let the rise apart. We say we're two wars in Dixie. Send them back your thirst defiance. Send Paul the curse of us. Two wars in Dixie. Against the flag of Dixie. Hoo-wah, Dixie's land, we take our stand. To live and die for Dixie. Two wars, and conquer peace for Dixie. Two wars, and conquer peace for Dixie. Dixie's wars.
That's right. Thank you for your service, Brennan O'Shea.
We really appreciate it.
Yeah.
It means a lot. I know that everyone's spending money on Christmas, but you know what? Instead of giving the United away, give it to us.
Yeah, bro, look, I've seen how much money that all those fake Keaton Jones GoFundMe that his family didn't even make made. Like, yeah. Like
I have an idea.
I see GoFundMes.
We changed the name of our show to the Keaton Jones Show. Bam.
I don't know if that's going to be good.
You will get money, though. People will donate. And then we'll just say that we're a Michael Keaton and some sort of Jones.
Tommy Lee
Jones fan show. And then the Keaton Jones Show.
I like it.
See? There you go.
I think
Work
those
the
people who
system.
tune in and expect to see Keaton Jones and see us and go, wow, he got much more handsome.
So, speaking of much more handsome, Trump showed up at Quantico today.
Why is everybody dressed like the fucking trad workers are there? What is this about?
He was going to go.
Is Matt Heimbach here too? What is going on?
Trump was going to give a speech at the new graduates from Quantico. Before, as he was walking in, the media was starting asking him questions about the FBI. Why don't we let the President of the United States of America speak for himself?
What are you going to do to rein in the FBI? Mr. President, what are you going to do to rein in the FBI?
What are you going to do to rein in the FBI?
Well, it's a shame what's happened with the FBI, but we're going to rebuild the FBI. It'll be bigger and better than ever. But it is very sad when you look at those documents, and how they've done that is really, really disgraceful. And you have a lot of very angry people that are seeing it. It's a very sad thing to watch, I will tell you that. And I'm going today on behalf of the FBI, their new building, and you know, but when everybody, not me, when everybody, the level of anger at what they've been witnessing with respect to the FBI is certainly very sad. I think he should. He tried. I want to support, always I want to support the person running. We need the seat. We'd like to have the seat. I think we're doing very well on the tax. We'll see what happens, but I think we're doing very well. It's something that's going to be monumental. Let's put it this way. There is absolutely no collusion. That has been proven. When you look at the committees, whether it's the Senate or the House, everybody my worst enemies, they walk out, they say, there is no collusion, but we'll continue to look.
To be fair, he sounds just like them. That was a good impression.
Honestly, this is some of the angriest I've ever seen Trump.
Yeah, he's
like
pissed.
he's wearing a good face.
Yeah.
But man, I can see it. He's not in a good mood today.
Spending millions and millions of dollars. There is absolutely no collusion. I didn't make a phone call to Russia. I have nothing to do with Russia. Everybody knows it. That was a Democrat hoax. It was an excuse for losing the election. And it should have never been this way, where they spent all these millions of dollars.
He's not wrong.
He's not wrong. But they're going to find a way to call him, evil white man trash.
That's fair.
So now even the Democrats admit there's no collusion. There is no collusion. That's it. And we got to get back to running a country. What we have found, and what they have found, after looking at this really scam, is they found tremendous, whatever you want to call it, you're going to have to make up your own determination. But they found tremendous things on the other side. When you look at the Hillary Clinton investigation, it was, I've been saying it for a long time.
He was right. That's the thing, man. He's right. Again, though, he's not wrong.
How many times is this man going to have to be right?
We can't take that risk. FBI officials discussed insurance policy against Trump presidency, and that man is part of the Mueller investigation. 2 FBI officials who worked on special counsel...
This is so bad. This is so bad.
Two FBI officials who worked on special counsel Robert Mueller's Russia investigation exchanged text messages last year in which they appear to have and discussed a way to prevent Donald Trump from being elected president. I'm going to quote, I want to believe the path you threw out for consideration in Andy's office. That's that there's no way Trump gets elected. But I'm afraid we can't take that risk. FBI counterintelligence officer Peter Strzok wrote in a cryptic text message to Lisa Page, an FBI lawyer and his mistress. It's like an insurance policy in an unlikely event you die before you're 40, Strzok wrote in text August 15, 2016. Andy is likely Deputy Director Andrew McCabe. The text message is one of 375 released Tuesday. By the way, they've only released 375. There's actually 4,000 they haven't released yet. Night ahead of the House Judiciary Committee hearing, and Deputy Attorney General Rod Ronstein. Several congressional panels have sought the text message since their existence was revealed earlier this month. Strzok, who was a top investigator on both the Trump and Hillary Clinton email probe, remember the same probe that Comey already wrote an exoneration before he interviewed her.
Yeah, hey, remember when you fucking leftist faggots were always, put her emails right? Yeah, put her emails.
Put her emails. We kicked off a Mueller's team over the summer, and the text messages were discovered. It remains unclear why the existence of the text messages was not disclosed nearly 4 months after Strzok was removed from Mueller's investigation. Strzok's and Page's exchanges show a deep disdain for Trump and admiration for Clinton. In a text sent October 20th, 2016, Strzok called the Republican a fucking idiot. In an August 6th test, Strzok responded to an article shared by Page by replying, "Fuck Trump." The pair exchanged another cryptic text message the same day. Maybe you're meant to stay where you are. He's talking to the agent. Maybe you're meant to stay where you are to protect the country from a menace. I can't protect the country at many levels. Not sure if that helps, Strzok replied. Like many of the exchanges, the full context of the message is not entirely clear because there's still some haven't been released. Strzok has offered praise for Clinton while suggesting they plan to vote for her. In March 2nd, 2016, Strzok said he would likely vote for Clinton. In another exchange, he wrote that if Trump won the Republican primary, Clinton would likely win the presidency. God, Hillary would win 100 billion to 0, he told Page. Strzok also congratulated Page after Clinton clinched a Democratic nomination. Congrats on a woman nominated for president in the majority. About damn time, he wrote July 26th. While he was praising Clinton, Strzok was working at the center of the investigation into Democrats' use of private email server. He emailed Clinton on July 2nd, 2016. 3 days before then, FBI Director James Comey cleared her of criminal wrongdoing.
So, guys, I get that you don't like Trump, and that's fine. But what's next? Like, what's the next? What is the next fucking flaming hoop of mental gymnastics that you are going to fucking fly through to convince me now that Hillary was the right choice?
Yeah, please
and
tell
that
me.
Trump is the devil. I get that Trump's not perfect. He's a goddamn retard. Something. Literally, there are moments where you go think this man's retarded.
Yeah.
But you can't say he's not stupid when it comes to making money, and he's not stupid when it comes to fucking Washington, D.C. fucking snakes. So what do you got? What do you got next?
He's dude. Those text messages would end any investigation in any that. This investigation is no matter what comes of it, it's worthless.
They would end him if the roles were reversed.
Exactly.
Trump would be getting fucking indicted right now.
Yeah, you can't do that. You cannot do that. There's no collusion, dude. Do you understand that they pivot from there was Russian collusion to now Flynn lied?
Yeah, they got nothing.
There's nothing. Trust me, if there was something, we would be the first one to say, "Oh shit, no, this is." But so far, I haven't seen anything.
Again, I've watched the Democrats in the last year, at least 5 separate occasions, douse themselves in gasoline and set themselves on fire. Yet here they are still. So when does this end? When does this stop? When does Obama stop going around giving his fucking speeches? You're not in charge anymore, asshole. Go paint paintings for fucking vets with no legs like Bush. Do something.
Yeah, it's a very good point. So, yeah, man, this is fucking enough. Enough.
I've gotten to a point where I don't know. I don't know when they just stop. Do you ever stop?
All right, people have been playing this video, and I want to make sure that we play it because I want your take on this. This was after the Doug Jones win, and by the way, we didn't like Roy Moore. We said he should have stepped out. That was the dumbest thing he did. There was literally so many other people that would have fucking beat him. That would have beat Doug Jones.
Any person would have beaten him.
Yeah,
the horse would have beaten him, as
Yes.
Royce said off
the
air
horse
other
would
day.
have beat him. So, by the way, before I play this, all these Democrats are going, see what happened in Alabama? You almost lost to a credibly accused child molester. So
you're
that's
not-
really bad
Yeah.
still for
You're not killing it.
Yeah.
Don't twirl your pistol and put it back in your
Yeah.
holster like you're this old West gunfighter.
Yeah, come
you
on.
barely won.
Barely.
Because we came here all the way from different parts of the country as part of our fellowship, and all of us pitched in to vote and canvass together, and we got our boy elected. Let's go!
That's the clip that everyone is.
And I mean, I can see why they're like, "Grr," but that's not a fucking admission that they all voted
No.
from out of state. Stop.
No, it's not.
Stop
I
being
agree.
hysterical.
I agree. Well, Mike, I think it's time because Revenge of the Sith always wants to help the children. If we've made that
Since
clear.
when?
Just play along.
When do we want to help the kids?
Can't you just play along?
Play along with what?
Can you just
Are
say,
we
Can
gonna-
you just say yes?
Fine, whatever. We're gonna help the kids, I guess.
Perfect. People already don't like you for what you said about boys, so why don't you fucking
Give a shit. It's fucking yet another person I told to fucking hit the bricks, stupid.
Make-
I really want to sub to this channel, but you know what you said about, okay, then leave. Go. Don't ever do that. You're obviously when people go like, oh, I like this show, I'm
Yeah.
a fan, but you're not a fan. Because how many times have Royce and I reminded you, you want to go? Go.
bye?
Don't fucking eat. Oh, there's nothing more annoying.
I know.
Let me tell you something. I've had women leave me many times. I've had women leave just, I'm out. Like, not even tell me they're leaving. And then I've had the ones that throw a tantrum and try to get me to beg
Right.
to get them to stay. If you're going to go, just go. The ones that leave quietly in the middle of the night, bam.
Bye.
Do it like that. Don't give me this shit. Don't give me this fucking agita in the morning. Well, I was going to subscribe. Well, then don't. Fucking care.
Somebody in the chat room says Chad's World segments got me hooked on this show. Well,
Thank you.
You're in luck. Next week,
Oh yeah, we're gonna kick it off again starting this week.
Fear of a Punk Planet. We have three
Fear of a Punk.
episodes.
3 full episodes.
Mitch
Oh man,
had the DVD. He said he had to borrow his wife's computer to rip because he says he didn't have any computers with DVD things anymore.
Now I want to sort of lay this out for people because the Digital Entertainment Network is going to provide us with probably a couple of months of
Absolutely.
material. That being said, Fear of a Punk Planet is going to be a great installment, but it is not even close to the cringiest shit that we've saved for later. Like this Fear of a Punk Planet, it's going to be Scorsese compared to the stuff that we've got saved for later.
It's a
And
good appetizer,
and
but
it's
you
still
don't know.
pretty bad. So it's
And by the way, we're working to get more. We do have some Redemption High, and we have a little bit of Frat Rats, even though it's in bad quality. But so far, we are working hard to get more. I'm in contact with somebody who used to work for Den.
We're talking,
yeah, literally are working
Royce
on
has
it.
been back and forth with him trying to get like legit from the source footage.
Yeah, 'cause they were
of
all out
finished
there.
episodes, and we're trying to get that too for you. So got a lot of Digital Entertainment Network stuff coming up, but don't fucking threaten in the comments to unsubscribe. I'll fucking kill you and your family.
Now here's what we are. Here's what we are going to do. Here's what you make no mistake about it. The alt-right is a cult, and this is how its members lure people in. This is from the Independent.
I'm gonna wait. Let me guess. This is how they lure them in. A sense of identity, a little bit of pride, a nice crisp polo shirt, nice clean fashy haircut.
That's the picture they use.
Oh, ugh.
The social media.
Is this Patriot prayer?
Don't make me do Civil War stuff again, because I'll do it.
Hey, y'all, just want to make sure everybody on the West Coast, we just need to pray, y'all. Just need to get together and pray in the name of Jesus.
Okay,
that
everyone-
we win these midterm elections, and then we're going to go out and punch people and call them faggots.
Everybody, bow your heads. Bow your heads. Dear Lord, please give us the power to call people faggots.
Amen. Amen.
And we'll have this big Samoan gentleman just punch people right in their fucking face.
Men that are a third their size, Lord.
Dear Lord, please give us the strength to scream through the bullhorn and call people N-words.
And please give us the resolve to stand up for ourselves when you watch a man go limp in front of you who's much smaller than you and you think he may be brain dead.
Yeah.
And Lord, find it in people's hearts to donate the bail money we will need via GoFundMe for the assault charges and the disorderly contact. And God bless Kyle Chapman. Look out for him while he's out there fighting a good fight, Lord. Sorry, we're getting totally fucking on it.
Anyway.
That fucking guy.
We don't like him. Make no mistake about it, the alt-right is a cult and its members are, this is how they lure people in. The social media thrust in the alt-right is characterized by two approaches. One is the mobilization of humor, being funny. Sometimes
being funny now makes you a Nazi.
I'm a Nazi now because I'm a funny guy.
Being ironically racist now makes you a racist.
In retrospect, Don Rickles must have been a fucking SS stormtrooper if that's the case. The others in the resurrection and re-engineering of original imagery from the Third Reich. The Second Reich was better. Everyone knows
Hey,
it.
get a load of you, Tubby, huh? Get a load of this. Hey, nice wheelchair, stupid. You know, that's ableist, man.
I would love to have Don Rickles performing at a college. Can you imagine Don Rickles performing at a college today?
Look at this buck-toothed son of a bitch, huh? How do you suck cock like that, huh? Hey, that's homophobic and is making fun of his looks.
What did you assume his gender?
You know, gay people commit more suicides, you know that? You know, I'm not cut out for these crowds. I'm going to leave.
Boo.
I'm still taking my check, though.
As a result, the alt-right is a moving target, able to tease and able to deny the authenticity of their content because it's comedic packaging. You mean, wait, you mean joking? Hold on, I'm sorry. So what we used to call being a comic or being funny is now dog whistles for the alt-right?
Yeah, you didn't hear about all those famous... Louis C.K. is a major alt-right guy now.
In the words of Jason Wilson, the alt-right have stormed mainstream consciousness by weaponizing irony. I did that before it was cool.
If Carlin were alive today, he'd be a Nazi.
And by
He
using...
would be getting labeled a Nazi.
would.
Was Carlin's last special ableist? And you're like, fucking
Hey, by the way, ask yourself a question. Do you think Carlin would be for net neutrality? Think about that. Do you think he'd be for the FCC controlling the internet? The alt-right have stormed mainstream consciousness by weaponizing irony and by using humor and ambiguity as tactics to wrong foot.
Henny Youngman would have been a Nazi. Take my wife, please. Boo!
Abbott and Costello. What's the fella's name on first? Women can play baseball too.
Boo! Oh my God, you can't do anything anymore.
Fucking I Love Lucy. Lucy, I'm home. Why isn't she the one working?
Fucking Rich Little can't even do his show anymore. Yeah, remember Johnny Carson? Yeah, that's some weird, wild stuff. You know, he's dead, you know. That's disrespectful.
The Swami is insulting to the Indian people.
Just can't have any fun anymore.
Even like 90s Conan characters would be fucking... think about it, man.
It's true. They want to get rid of a poo.
Yeah,
You people have lost your minds.
You seriously, come on, man. At some point, you gotta leave us alone. I don't care what you call me. I will always weaponize irony like you used it. I like that, but I'm gonna take that from you. The show that weaponizes irony.
Take my wife, please. I take my wife everywhere. She always finds a way home. My wife's been missing for 3 months. We were Scientologists. That's not cool, bro.
Way to reinforce the patriarchal structure.
Maybe your wife doesn't like you either.
First off, I call her my partner, not wife.
Now, let me tell you a little something about my wife's son. He's half black, goes to school, you know, he has no identity, you know what I mean? I don't know why Preacher's Philbin is racist.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, God.
Oh, you watch Nazi and Kelly?
Fucking, I can't wait till they pull Seinfeld off the air for
I know.
anti-Semitism.
Dude, you're right.
Like, what
the
is
biggest
going
irony ever. The soup Nazi was in hateful imagery. sorry. We're going to take the story seriously, guys. But we're going to try. Let's try this again, okay?
All right.
Take 2. As a result, the alt-right is a moving target, able to tease and able to deny the authenticity.
Top 5 reasons your kid might be in the alt-right. Number 1, they're funny. Number 2, they're good-looking. Number 3, they're well-groomed. Number 4, they read a lot of books. Wait, what?
What's going?
This is weird.
They get good grades at school.
Holy shit. My kid might be a Nazi.
Or Asian. I don't know which one. My kid's either an Asian woman or a Nazi. Those are the only 2 options.
By the way, ADD kicking in. Side note, I should have sent it to you for prep before the show, but if we get a chance today, we need to check out Amos Yee's latest update on his homeless adventure.
Okay. I'll get that. We'll do that after the break.
Alt-right. Yes, let's take this seriously.
Newscaster voice. As a result, the alt-right is a moving target, able to tease and able to deny the authenticity of their content.
The Al-Qaeda now, they're fighting in patches in the streets. They wear civilian clothes and hide in hospitals and hide their weapon caches in farms, schoolhouses. I can't take this seriously. I'm sorry.
Their Allah Akbar is make a boy proud. Weaponizing breakfast cereal.
This insurgency led by men in Fred Perry polo shirts. Make a bunch of Mexicans that think they're white.
Making embarrassing videos about their mug.
Oh, man.
It's rare that they advance a straight argument or in any fact any argument at all. But they are indeed a cult. Their power comes from a series of social media sites such as Elders of Black Sun, Stop Degeneracy, Nazi Tinder, Art of the True Right.
Nazi Tinder.
Strictly Ubermensch. Men Among the Ruins of Trump Reich. The subculture and cultist elements effectively disarm potential critics. Do you understand that they're using these names to troll you, right? Like, you get that, right? You know you're being fucked with and you're falling for it, hook, line, and sinker?
They have eaten up every single alt-right, like every piece of bait that the alt-right. It is like if you were to go on a fishing trip and keep putting bait on the line and throwing it out in the water and immediately just getting a fish every time. You idiots believe it. You guys believed that milk was going to be the new symbol of white supremacy. This symbol, okay. We fed that to you. And you literally, I remember being on 4chan when everybody was like, hey, you want to sell this as the white power thing? And then they even did on 4chan a little thing where they showed that we could sell this, guys. And I remember being on 4chan and thinking, no, this isn't going to work. This one's too obtuse. There's no way the media is going to pick up on this.
The media
3
picked up
days
on it.
later, pictures of Lauren Southern like that. You see? It's the fucking kid. It was just, you people are unbelievably childish. And if you're going to keep making up these little Harry Potter, Star Wars fanfic in your head about the Empire, we're going to keep fucking with you because you're very gullible, humorless people. And I don't know when that started because us on the right, that used to be a strictly right-wing thing.
It was.
That's not funny because Jesus was once a blah, right.
But here's what happened.
And it just switched.
Here's what happens. If you're a funny person, they push funny people to the right. That's
kept-
what happened.
They pushed us all out,
You're
man.
purging all your funny people, and they're going, I'll fucking hang out over here. These guys fucking drink beer, and I could drop the N-bomb, ironically.
Yeah, fuck you. Holocaust jokes rule.
Yeah, they're
Watch
hilarious.
me crank them out.
Yeah.
Way faster than those gas chambers allegedly did.
Left wing and
See,
anti-
that's a good
That's a good
Holocaust
joke. Left wing and Antifa demonstrators are. Mike's basically Jewish. He lived in New York. Left wing and Antifa demonstrators, and he really likes Curb Your Enthusiasm.
Yeah, and I've dated many a Jew broad.
I don't think they'd appreciate you calling him a Jew.
Probably not, but they didn't appreciate most of the shit I did.
That's fair. Left wing and Antifa demonstrators are the very special objects of loathing, and pictures of Nazis are always the balm after some imagery of liberal transgression. Vistas of granite. Okay, this person thinks they're a smarter writer than they actually are. I read a lot of stories now, so I've been picking up. There's people that are genuinely good writers, and even from liberal sites that are good writers, this person is trying to use big words but in terrible context. Vistas of granite-faced Hitler's around. He is a consistent point referenced and over 70 years after his death of hope. How about a Führer appreciation post? They feature Hitler in a baseball cap saying, "Make America great again." They're trolling you! They're trolling you! You're stupid!
You don't understand. Like honestly, and there have been debates on these message boards on Reddit, on 4chan, even 8chan, where people are like, look, I get that this shit is fun, but it's like we could literally have taken over the country by now if we put this amount of effort into it.
Yep.
But it's like, I'm even gonna say from the perspective of a right winger, we need to stop. Like, this shit is like a pornography addiction, and we need to start slowing down because it's hilarious. But we're just so much better. Like, dude, when you guys were fucking watching webcams on the border and catching fucking illegals sneaking in and stealing Shia's flag, like, that shit was great. Now we're just making up stupid shit that Vice prints, and it's funny, but it's like, I don't know. I don't know if it's gonna get us anybody elected in the midterms.
Islam is another enemy, of course, and a frequent image of a frowning, bearded mullah scalding, "That's haram." The alt-right places supreme value on the European race, or what Adolf Hitler calls the Prometheus of mankind. The notion, by the way, I bet this writer knows more about Hitler than anybody doing this.
Okay, I have a question. Killing people aside, picking a fight with two giant world superpowers at the same time aside, all the bad shit Hitler did aside, is he wrong there? Was Europe not the fucking zenith of fucking mankind? At least at one point?
At one point,
Did it
yeah.
not create pretty much all of the major medicines and industrial breakthroughs, and fucking we went to space and like that? Is that not fucking, are these not true facts that we're not allowed to be proud of anymore?
African Americans are a particular target. One crime of a black person is a crime of all black people everywhere. No, that's not true. Statistics is what is being used. I know numbers are scary, but you should understand that numbers are real. A familiar style of rhetorical trick. The alleged mannerisms and the culture of African Americans are caricatured in parodies which are beyond crude. Kind of like you turn every person who's in the alt-right or conservative into a caricature of a Nazi. Kind of like how you guys do that. Kind of like you turn every white person into someone who should be guilted into something. Kind of like you guys have been doing that for years. The fact that you don't see the irony in this and you don't see this as a reactionary troll to what you guys are doing, you have been trying to force people for years now to think how you want them to think, to talk how you want them to talk, and at some point, humans will rebel, and they'll tell you to fuck yourself, and they'll go to the extreme because nobody wants to tell me what to do. Do you understand there's a lot of people out there that probably right now are screaming the N-bomb and just making horrendous videos and running the Daily Stormer, for example, who wouldn't be doing those things if it wasn't for the fact that you pushed them to that level? What was that movie? God damn it. The one with the business guy who gets pushed and loses his mind.
Hudsucker Proxy.
No, the other one. Michael Keaton. I think not Michael Keaton. Whatever. I'll figure it out later. But you're pushing people to the fucking edge, man. I'm sure someone in the chat now will tell me. It says they are sadistic. The suicide rate of transgenders teens is greeted with good riddance. We're told of Elders of Black Sun that Elder Zyklon. See, his name is even Elder Zyklon. Do you understand he's fucking with you? Oh my God, they're so stupid.
I spoke to their representative, Elder Zyklon, today, and he referred us to his assistant Prussian Blue.
Yo, he's Cyclone B.
You guys are fucking, you're clowns. You're fucking clowns.
You fall for it.
It's too easy.
By the way, Mike pointed something else out to me. If you read the Daily Stormer as an onion site or a parody site, it's hilarious.
It is. It's dude. I know you, look, I know England's got a lot of people fooled, but
come on.
Like,
it's a parody site.
And he's kind of fucked because now he's got to double down on it because
Yeah.
now he's an international fucking Robin Hood figure, and people are giving him money, and I get it, but you really like he's laughing when he writes those articles. Stop. Nobody thinks that way. I know a handful of people that think that way, and they're all way too way so far on the spectrum of autism that they can't even get things accomplished.
If he was writing those things in like the 70s, he'd be writing scripts for Mel Brooks. Do you understand? Like it's like watching Blazing Saddles. It's like reading it. It's like I get it. If you read the Daily Stormer in the context of funny, of like parody or The Onion, and it's just a ridiculous thing. I mean, like Mike pointed out, I don't really think they believe anything they're writing.
It's it really is like
Sorry, alt-writing.
I see what you did there.
Yet the alt-right is now an organization, but it's not an organization. You know what they call it, Mike? A disorganization.
I get it, because they're disorganized.
Oh, okay. The process is essentially crowdsourced, originally via the message board 4chan. Exactly like ISIS propaganda.
And by the way, for the record, you fucking retards, they're not disorganized. They are purposely compartmentalized because there is constant fear of being infiltrated by feds and getting investigated and getting fucked with and having you idiots get your I gotcha videos by going undercover. So yeah, you think they're disorganized. They're not. Like, I understand they seem disorganized because I've even seen some forums where they're like having trouble getting in touch with each other, but that's because sometimes they want it that way and they don't, look, bottom line is you fucking retards, you don't know the real story.
Yeah. And but they fall for everything though. They said it's exactly like ISIS propaganda. The hive mind produces it with weak or zero corporate control.
Is it really just like ISIS? Are they out there fucking putting people in cages and setting them on fire?
And
fucking assholes.
Throwing gays off of buildings. Here then is a gathered harvest of personal bitterness. Lonely individuals map onto these causes their own frustrations. Underlying it all, an appeal of solidarity, the community of shared views and values. In our online world, there is a feeble social ties, maybe replicating the actual and external worlds its activists inhabit. So there is great value in creating a shared enemy to enhance relationships. They find pleasure from numbers, the discovery of like-minded confederates. One effect is to make such views socially acceptable again, not least because memes leak into the world beyond. Okay, but the reason they're trying to make such extreme views socially acceptable is you've taken even little funny things that you should be socially acceptable. I can't call someone a tranny anymore. I can't call my friend who's being kind of faggy a fag. Like, you guys do those things. You guys. So then what happens is people go, fuck you, don't tell me what to say. I'm going to say everything.
Yeah. And then you end up with a site like the Daily Stormer, which is pretty much like, how fucking repugnant can we be on a regular basis? Mm-hmm. And you idiots keep fucking giving. You if you're gonna keep giving everyone the reaction that they want out of you, you're going to keep getting fucked with.
You pointed something out earlier, so let's explain it to them in the way they understand. Like Star Wars, one of the only two that and Harry Potter, only two things you could reference, only books you've ever read. Let's use it in the Star Wars way, okay? You think the right is the Empire. You are wrong. The left is the Empire. The right are the rebels that are hiding out, doing rebel tactics, and blowing you up from the inside.
Yeah, doing rebel shit.
Yeah.
Fucking in spaceships.
Yeah.
Doing our thing underground because you motherfucker. And you know what? Bitches, I'd rather be Han Solo.
Yep.
I want to be cracking wise, making occasional racist crack. Shooting first, getting drunk, banging Leia. Just fucking basically banging dimes, flying through space, dog. You want to be a bunch of fucking bitches. Obama pretty much is like the epitome of a guy who would build a Death Star. So stop it. Get some help.
Yeah. So now you understand how it's working.
And I don't like the fact that this picture, this one guy looks like a super tall version of Ron Perlman, and the other one does look like a fat version of Patriot Prayer.
Oh, wow, he does.
He looks like a fucking...
No, the one on the left looks like Hank from Breaking Bad.
Okay, I can kind of see that.
So yeah,
they're minerals, Marie.
Yeah, so
they're minerals.
The lambskin, the lamp's made out of skin. Hitler's derived lesson from World War I
was don't pick a fight with two world superpowers at the same time. You'll have plenty of time to fight the Soviets later.
No, he got cocky. Boy, did he get cocky.
He thought he was going to get but he got.
He got. He thought he was going to go get, but he got. All right, we have to show before we go to break. We are going to be right back.
Patreon.com/We're Not Sorry. PayPal.me/We're Not Sorry. If you want to get in on the action and donate, pledge on Patreon, you will be entered to win a free Google Home Mini. Like, subscribe, share. You guys really help us get the word out because we need to grow.
Yes, thank you guys. Revenge of the Sis will be right back after this.
During the third
Not after
millennia,
that.
in a
Not
strange
after
place
that.
known
Not
as the
after
United
that.
States of America.
After this.
During the third millennia, in a
After
strange
that.
place known
After
as the
this.
United States.
There you go.
I fixed it.
There you go.
That's my fault. I
Orlando,
apologize.
Florida.
If we
a
had
city
more money,
known
this
for its
wouldn't
theme
happen.
parks and resorts.
We had a
But
producer
peace
with
is
money,
threatened as a
this
wave of
wouldn't
crime
happen.
has turned this once
We need
beautiful
money. I
vacation
like
destination into a haven for gangs, thugs, and terrorists.
I need backup. Home nightclub. Shots fired. Shots fired.
When an LGBT hotspot is shot up and dozens are killed, two detectives may be this city's only hope to unravel a conspiracy of corruption that goes all the way to the nation's most powerful elite.
This is Grizzly.
Hey, Lopez. Look, it's called Pulse Nightclub. Hey, I bet
Don't. Seriously, dude, just don't. Not now.
When the city finds itself gripped with fear and under attack, Mersh and Lopez keep a cool head as they attempt to unravel the mystery.
I believe these men were targeted simply because they were homosexual. This is a hate crime.
Gross.
It is gross, partner. Targeting people out of hate like that?
No, I meant the gay stuff. That's pretty gross. These two no-nonsense cops are about to find themselves dragged into a world of political intrigue and international terrorism, and they may be the only hope to save the world.
I got a morgue full of dead bodies with neon mesh tank tops, a dead suspect, and no motive. The mayor is on my ass.
There's more to this case than we're seeing, LT. I think it's terrorism.
I agree with Lopez, Chief. It's definitely terrorism. We're dealing with a bigger fish here. As they uncover clues with their incomparable police cop work, Mersh and Lopez get closer to the real masterminds.
Seems like Mateen's phone had some kind of encryption software. It bricked itself.
Damn. So we're screwed, huh?
Well, I managed to get one file off the phone. GPS coordinates that lead to Washington, D.C.
Comet Ping Pong Pizza. Never heard of it.
Feel like grabbing a slice, partner?
Yeah, a slice
Of justice, of justice. Yeah, I know. You say it every time.
Yeah, it's kind of my thing.
Yeah, cool. Can leaving now be our thing? Because it's a long drive to D.C.
Coming up next week, Orlando's best detectives are still trying to get to the truth behind the deadliest attack in their city's history. Mersh and Lopez follow a lead that takes them all the way to the nation's capital. But will their case be derailed as they discover a child sex trafficking ring inside of a pizza place? Find out next week on an all-new Revenge of the Sis. Mondays at 4, followed by an all-new Nazi lawyer, only on USA Network. USA, what are you gonna do? Watch TBS?
Hey guys, it's Mersh and Royce here, and we would like to take a moment to shill like the unprincipled whores that we are. Thank you all for making Revenge of the Sis one of the fastest growing podcasts out there. Having such outspoken, passionate fans spreading the word about our show makes the work that we do that much more rewarding.
You can help us continue growing by doing the following things. Become a direct contributor by going to patreon.com/we're not sorry. You can choose a one-time donation or recurring one. Every penny helps. It helps us produce quality programming we bring you every week. Also, please subscribe on YouTube, iTunes, and make sure you leave a review on iTunes. All three of these things are extremely important and help us in the court of public perception. And most importantly, tell a friend about Revenge of the Sis. Sure, you probably can't tell your normie boss or your significant other's blue-pilled mom, but everyone knows a person who would like our show. Tell that person about us and help us make a new fan. Seriously, don't be a dick, get us some clicks.
And please follow our wonderful friends at Facebook, the Mad American Network, the Unapologetic Canadian, Social Justice Warriors, and you can always find us hanging out in the Space Right group on Facebook. Once again, from the bottom of our cold black hearts, thank you for supporting us and making this such an amazing experience.
In a world where our very way of life seems to be under attack from all sides, and our freedoms are slowly being ripped away, Guns for Tards is fighting the good fight to help protect America from its enemies by advocating Second Amendment rights for our nation's most vulnerable and often overlooked citizens, the mentally challenged. Our founding fathers believed that a well-armed, trained, and educated citizenry was the key to a free and prosperous society. But Meatloaf also said 2 out of 3 ain't bad. We believe that Tards are our second to last line of defense against ISIS, and we at Guns for Tards aim to provide the means and the programs to give proper training and resources to Tards in your area, helping to make the country a safer place. There are over 40 million mentally challenged Americans living today, and by 2020, we plan to arm at least 10% of them. We want to get as many guns in the hands of as many Tards as we can. But we won't be able to do it without your help. So please, pledge your help today. Arm a Tard. It's not that hard. Go to www.gunsfortards.com for more information, or follow us on Facebook or Twitter by searching for Guns for Tards.
Gunsfortards.com. Gunsfortards.com. Extra rounds for folks with downs, helping to protect your town. Gunsfortards.com.
Ladies and gentlemen, we can rebuild him. We have the technology. We can make him better than he was before. Better, stronger, faster. A new night, a new time. The Sully Show returns to More Like Radio, Tuesdays, 7:30 p.m. Eastern before Dutch and Royce. Tuesday nights will never be the same.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I understand that, faggot. And you should understand how my balls are going to taste when your country starts needing money. I don't give 2 shits about a treaty. You're a Polish midget. Come in. Uh-huh. Hang on, I'm going to call you back. Yeah, go fuck yourself, retard. Mr. President, we have a problem. People are pretty upset. Oh, don't tell me people are still mad about that nigger thing. It's pronounced Niger, Mr. President, and it's a country in Africa. Oh, aren't we fancy? Okay, I don't want a bunch of Nigers in Africa aiding terrorists.
Mr. President, you need to be a little more careful. There's an investigation. A worker with ties to Russia was found raped and executed.
Raped and executed? Oh, you mean fucked to death? Oh, yeah, that was me. Mr. President, people are starting to question your oath to the office. My oath to the office was that I would fuck everyone to death, remember?
I mean it. Me too.
You guys be quiet. And you guys just get out there and put a positive spin on this whole thing. How are we supposed to put a positive spin on it?
It's getting pretty hard to keep defending you. Maybe it's time we put our foot down.
Oh. Hope you brought some condoms.
Second hour, Revenge of the Sis, coming at you on a Friday, end of the week. So we're going to open up the phone lines. If you want to call in, it's 954-573-2780. That's 954-573-2780 if you want to get in contact with the show today. And also patreon.com/we're-not-sorry. It'll get you the running to win a Google Home Mini. So anything you give is used to go. It goes 100% to the show, unlike United Way, which goes 80% to pay people at United Way.
Yeah. So yeah, you can call in. Of course, that's always like a goddamn flip of the coin.
Yeah. We never know what we're going to get whenever the phone lines ring. It scares us sometimes. So apparently there's Charlottesville news, Mike?
Oh, yeah. Fucking Kessler went to the courthouse and spurged out on everyone. But I guess he was at the... there were finally some preliminary trials. Or preliminary hearings, rather, for James Alex Fields. And a couple of the other guys. The 2 guys that are... There's two other guys. I forget their name, but they're the guys that got arrested for the beating up that DeAndre Harris guy, who many believe actually picked the original fight with these guys. DeAndre Harris no-showed to the preliminary hearing. Now, I don't know how that affects the situation, but
James Alex Field Jr., 20, his charge has been upgraded to first-degree murder.
Yeah, and that's the other one I was getting to. James Alex Fields. Guess they upgraded it to premeditated first-degree murder. So
it should be. I mean, it should be. I mean, dude, he fucking killed somebody. You know, like, I mean, it's kind of where I draw the line. Don't fucking kill somebody.
I get that, but murder one is a very specific.
What do you think you should have gotten?
Like, well, for a murder one, you have to show probable cause that he went there with the intent to kill somebody, that he went there with the intent to drive into a crowd. It's much harder to get a murder one verdict. It's that
I will agree. Hold on, I'm going to agree with you there.
Well, there's a reason, but that's the reason why, because legally they're different definitions of the crime. I feel like they would have had a good chance on a murder too.
Here's what they're doing. Here's what's going to happen. If I'm guessing, the first-degree murder is going to be for optics, but they're probably going to want to plea him down to second degree. That's probably why they're charging him the first. So you'll plead down to second and get life in prison without possibility of parole. That's my guess. This seems like from what I'm seeing, and tell me, maybe I'm incorrect, but this seems like a prosecutor move.
Honestly, I don't know, because it doesn't look like he's not going to fight these charges. It looks like he's going to fight the charge, as would I, in his situation. But essentially, I think that they know they're going to lose on the first-degree murder shit. They've already got him on, like, a fuckload of stuff that he ain't getting away with. Right. Malicious wounding of, like, multiple people, vehicular assault. There's, like, all these other little charges that they're going to hit him with where he's going to get fucking. He's never going to see the light of day anyway. But I think, like you said, it's an optics thing. We're going to charge him with first-degree murder so everybody knows we're serious about this. But I don't even think the prosecution thinks they have enough to get a first-degree murder conviction. I think that he's going to be found not guilty of first-degree murder. Mm-hmm. Mark my words. And I think that he's going to be found guilty on all of the other charges related to this case, a slew of other charges. And he'll probably end up doing 20, 25 years anyway. His kid's life's ruined anyway, so. But the first-degree murder charge thing is weird to me. If I were in their shoes, I would only upgrade this to a murder one charge if I planned on losing that charge. A second-degree murder charge for him would have been open and shut. Vehicular manslaughter would have been an open and shut.
To be fair, normally people don't spend 6 months in prison for bracing somebody.
Yeah.
My point is, it's optics.
No, I get it, but
That's
they're
what
going to they're going to lose.
I agree.
Listen,
do I agree that he's not going to win? I don't think they have enough to prove it.
He supposedly, according to testimony in the courtroom from the cops, he ran into the car, and then the cars ran into the crowd. As you did see, some people saw in the videos, his car was struck with something as he took off. When he was finally detained, because he took off down another side street, and then eventually he pulled into, like, under a tree, like near a park, I guess, and the cops finally found his car, whatever, surrounded him. He got out of the car, he surrendered, and he literally, the first thing he said was, "I'm sorry," whatever, he asked if anybody was hurt. Later on, when he found out at the jail that he had killed somebody, and they informed him of that, they say he looked really upset. Like, he didn't look like a guy, this first-degree murder guy. Like, I'm not condoning this kid. He was obviously a fucked up kid, and he did a fucked up thing. And I don't want to hear all you alt-right people that are like, she had a heart attack. She was just, stop. He hit a car very close to her, and a car hit another car. People were hit by a car, and she had a heart attack. However you want to spin that, you're responsible for that person's death. If I fucking go outside right now and fire a gun off in the neighborhood, and an 80-year-old man across the street has a heart attack, I will be charged, not necessarily with murder, but they're gonna go, dude. You can argue that he was 80, but you pulled the gun out and shot
You
it
could
up.
probably even get an involuntary manslaughter for that at least.
But that's what I mean. So this makes no sense to me to upgrade to first degree murder unless they are either A, planning on just getting him on all the other shit anyway. I don't know who his lawyer is, but depending on who his lawyer is and who their lawyer is connected to, this person could be seen as maybe a future something or other, and this might be a way to, get her the big win. You know what I mean? Because he doesn't have a private attorney. From what I know, he's got a public defender or whatever the fuck. So
Right.
I don't know, man. It's all weird to me, but I don't see first. My prediction is not guilty on first degree murder charges. Found guilty of pretty much every
Everything
other
else.
charge that they're going to hit him with. And trust me, that it's one of those deals where they hit him with 17 charges. You're not walking. You're not going home for Christmas, kiddo. But yeah, it's very, very weird to me. And then I guess Kessler went there to watch everything, and he he had a meltdown on the vice mayor. Look, if you're watching this, Jason, I don't agree with you politically. I don't dislike you, but don't scream at the cops and the mayor in front of the courthouse and tell the cops you don't respect them. I know it's a heated thing, but don't do that. There's never been footage of somebody screaming at a mayor and the cops going, "I don't fucking respect you." Never has that footage ever come in handy later. Boy, we're really glad you did that. So yeah, it's a whole fucking shit show.
Please get an HGTV in your room. It was really hard to interview you.
And yeah. And the other two guys, I predict there may be a dropping or maybe a reduction of the charges against them. Because, again, DeAndre Harris, got his GoFundMe, blew all his money on a Mercedes, and he's out in the wind again, and he's not even showing up to court. So, I don't know. We'll keep you updated as stuff moves on with that. But I'm dumbfounded. First degree murder. There's no way they're going to prove that. He's not. I have been probably the most rational person about the Heather Heyer, James Alex Fields, Charlottesville scenario. That was when I started getting called a Jew cuck. When I was like, look, are you guys happy? You had your little fucking rally. It turned into a shit show, and now somebody's dead. And, just controlled opposition. And enough of you people. So I already got into it with you guys last time. I'm not going to do it again. There was people, like Trump said originally. Trump's original statement was correct. There were people on both sides that were terrible. Somebody got killed.
I agree with that.
Yeah, somebody got killed. This dude behind the wheel, whether he likes it or not, his actions resulted in a death. He has to take responsibility for that, and he's going to be punished for that. I do not see him as anything close to a first-degree murder case.
All right, well, we'll see what happens there. But quick story here, and then there's an update. So let's play the story first, because we never played it on the show, and then we will give you an update. This is in Philly.
City Hall designed to regulate stop-and-go liquor stores. Now, one part of the bill would force business owners to take down bulletproof glass inside their stores. Here's the question. At what cost to their safety? Fox 29's Jeff Cole's live at City Hall. Jeff.
Lucy, that is exactly the question. In a city that struggles with gun violence, there is a bill going through City Hall here that would take down some of the plexiglass. Now, merchants say this is a question of safety. A city councilwoman says no, it's dignity for her constituents. Broad Deli sits on the corner of the 2200 block of North Broad. Outside, there are high-intensity lights to illuminate loiterers. Inside, a wall of bulletproof glass separates customer from workers.
The most important thing is our safety and the public safety.
Rich Kim's family has run the deli, which sells soda, snacks, meals, and he says the glass went up after a shooting and claims it saved his mother-in-law from a knife attack. Now, he may be forced to take some of the barrier down.
If the glass comes down, the crime rate will rise, and there will be a lot of dead bodies.
A bill moving through City Council reads, no establishment shall erect or maintain a physical barrier. It's called the Stop and Go Bill and is being
You see, a problem is too many darker colored gentlemen. They come here at night and they buy a beer and they buy a cigarettes and a raffle tickets, and they try to shoot me for them. There's too many black or Hispanic gentlemen.
So I'm gonna keep playing here in a second, but so what they're saying is that they want to, and they've already voted, but we're not gonna tell you what until we finish the story. But they want to tell private business owners. They want to tell private business owners how to protect themselves.
Yes. That for the dignity of their local criminals, these men should take down their bulletproof glass.
At what point are people going to be fed up with this bullshit?
Look, I've lived in a lot of shitty neighborhoods, and I've dealt with the many stores like this at 2, 3 in the morning where they've got like a special, like they got that weird banker's drawer thing that they do everything through, and there's fucking layers of glass.
Right, like overnight gas stations.
It's a fucking pain in the dick, especially when like I want to buy things that are like in the store and I got to go get them, and they always fuck it up. At no point have I ever been like, wow, the indignity of this. Like, you go there and you go, man, it's a shame that you have to have these devices because a bunch of people are running around with guns that they don't own legally, killing people. How dare you? These big cities, bro.
It's and you know what? And they bully you to do it. But let's keep playing.
City Councilwoman Cindy Bass.
Well, right now, I think the plexiglass has to come down.
She wants to put some controls on these small stores that she says sell booze, very little food, and are the source of trouble in her district.
We want to make sure that, that there isn't...
a free market where people are able to buy whatever they want at any hour of the night, and shop owners are able to protect themselves in any way they seem fit.
This sort of indignity, in my opinion, to serving food through a plexiglass.
What about the...
Because she's living
single. What about the indignity of having being a third-generation guy to inherit a family business and you get shot in your face for a pack of Newports? What about that indignity? You fucking dumb, goofy... Oh, I'm a sassy black woman! It's the only reason you're in fucking office. Demographics.
Rich Kim resents the charge stores like this attract loiterers and argues calls to police are often met with a slow response. Mike Chow runs a nonprofit supporting Korean-owned businesses. He plans on raising $100,000 to fight the measure.
I do think it's a bad bill that will endanger Korean Americans.
So when one of these guys gets killed, it's on her. When one of these guys gets shot in the face and get robbed because you say it's a bad element, instead of the fucking people that live in there that make it a bad element, you're saying it's the store's fault?
And also, I just want to say I'm going to be raising an additional $100,000 to bring back rooftop Koreans, which I think are going to be
Those motherfuckers are the best.
They are going to be our saving grace here in Philly.
Bring back rooftop Koreans. For her constituents, Kim argues, as a Korean American, he's being targeted. This bill targets Korean Americans.
Absolutely not.
Targets Korean Americans. We own these shops, and our lives will be put in danger by this.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I can tell you I find that offensive.
She said she finds it offensive that anybody would claim that she's targeting Korean Americans. Bass says that more cameras, the security
Yeah, you know what I find offensive, ma'am? You know what I find offensive? Fucking young thugs willing to go out and shoot a man in the face in his own business for a pack of Jolly Ranchers and a couple of Four Locos. That offends me, ma'am.
Well,
and you know what offends me is telling a man who's paid his dues to live in a community and own a business there that he is not entitled to his right to protect himself. If that motherfucker wants to own a flamethrower, I say let him have it.
It is unbelievable that they blame the minority-owned businesses and not the shitty neighborhoods that they live in. It's unbelievable. But the thing is, it's just a bill, and they voted on it. Mike, there's no way that they're going to tell.
No, of course not. There's no way this fucking...
There's no
absolute... I don't
way.
see it coming.
So unfortunately, it was passed 14-2.
God damn it.
Yeah.
So there you have it.
Yeah.
That's fucking beautiful. What are you going to do? Get ready for your fucking homicide rate to skyrocket. Where was the police union on this?
They have to spend their own money to take down the bulletproof glass, by the way, also.
What?
Yeah. No, I'm being serious. This is all, look it up. It's fucking 100%. I was really angry today. Because this is the update on it. This story's from the 4th, but they just voted on it. And
Hey,
it's passed.
Cindy, you fucking cunt. You literally now have blood on your hands. You've now killed people. You are responsible for people's deaths. I hope you are removed from office.
Well, you want to see the vice rings again?
No.
The vice rings?
Oh,
No?
no.
Okay. I just want to make sure
Puts
that
me
you
in
don't
an
forget
even
that
worse
they exist.
mood. You know what, man? You are now responsible, Cindy, whatever, for every dead Korean fucking east of Wilkes-Barre.
This is going to kill
fucking west of Jersey.
This is going to kill more Koreans than North Korea. All right? You happy with yourself, Cindy? Are you fucking happy with yourself?
You're the Kim Jong-un of Philly.
Jesus Christ. You have the same haircut.
Fucking
you goofy bitch.
You've now killed more Koreans than smog.
Or than hunger. Let's move over to some. That was my dog hits the wall sometimes when she
Whatever.
stretches. Let's move over to the Black Lives Matter official website. It's holiday time of year. Christmas. Let me read the title of the article. Make this Christmas a Black Xmas. This season, we are calling for a boycott of white capitalism and hashtag build black community. This means no spending with white corporations.
Which means no spending the money we presumably give you.
Yeah. This means no spending with white corporations from a period of November 24th, 2007 through January 1st, 2018. That's awesome. So instead of getting gifts from Amazon, you're going to get gifts from the actual Amazon. That's fucking great. They are encouraging everyone to curb your consumerism. That's a Jewish show, and you're just taking it from them.
Wait a minute.
Yeah. Hashtag build black community and hashtag curb your consumerism.
They're telling members of the black community
To not buy anything from white-owned corporations.
to curb their consumption.
Yes.
So
Can they still buy Jordans?
Yeah.
He's
Are
black,
you,
right?
Are you not filming any rap videos this month? Because you got to floss in those things, don't you?
For the holiday, instead of buying, consider donating to black organizations in the name of loved ones. That's again. Remember earlier we said people are being tired of being told what to do. So yeah, instead of buying stuff for your kids so they have a happy Christmas and they have that memory of opening up that new video game system or those new toys that they wanted, instead you're gonna ruin their childhood and go, while my other friends are playing with fucking video games, I have to sit here and play with what? Your self-righteous sense of giving?
Also, a good thing to do so that your kids know that you're a socially conscious next level parent, that you're woke.
I call it awoken.
On Christmas morning, right? Hand your kid a box, all beautifully wrapped. And when that kid opens up the box and he's all excited, he unwraps it and opens it up, and he sees that there's nothing in that box, start chanting, Black Lives Matter! Black Lives Matter! Right in your fucking 6-year-old's smug little face. That'll teach him.
If you must buy, hashtag buy black. Oh man, these families are only gonna get fucking Soul Glow.
Yeah, what am I?
I don't know. I'm trying to think. Seriously, let's think of a black owned.
So what am I?
Oh my God, they're just gonna get DVD box sets of Moesha.
Yeah, that maybe I don't know, Nets jerseys.
I guess. What else do we? I can't even think. Oh, hold on. I'm not even trying to be a dick. Let's think here. Well, no, Black Panther's a fictional king. So no, Wakanda, vibranium isn't real. So I mean, I would say you could buy vibranium because it's from Wakanda, but that's not real.
Yeah, Wakanda, by the way, the country that when they were said, hey, we're going to make a Black Marvel movie, they literally had to invent a country that's up to Western standards to make a movie about.
For a list of black,
No, you're doing great.
For a list of black businesses, please visit blackbusinesses.com. Okay, I'm doing that right now. I'm assuming a Wu-Tang song's going to play when I get in.
Well, I guess your kids are just going to get fucking fake cologne and bootleg DVDs.
There are no black businesses around my area.
You've got to be kidding me.
No, look, I'm here. Hold on. Here you go.
Well, Christmas is canceled. I can't find any black people to buy
Hold
stuff
on, I'm
from.
going to go back. Mike, how far am I supposed to go back, Mike? Mike?
I don't
Mike.
know. Wait, no, there's none in Africa? Well, that's strange. I find that strange.
All the South Africa ones used to be white ones,
Wait a
but
minute.
now they're red.
Pull the map all the way out. I want to see the whole world again.
Sure.
You said these are a map of black-owned businesses?
Looks
accurate.
there we go.
Looks
Okay, we got
accurate.
some. We got
God
some.
damn it.
We got some. Here we go.
There's one in Miami. And
Okay.
it's a barber
The-
shop.
The closest
probably.
one to me is 3.5 hours away. It's in Miami. It's in Fort Lauderdale. Oh, we're zooming in. What is it? A Jolie Design Inc.
Oh, good. I mean, what are you supposed to get your kid for Christmas? Fucking
throw rug?
You fucking you get basically. If I'm looking at black-owned businesses right now, I'm thinking your kids are either getting a haircut for Christmas. Or
Hold
they're-
on,
or
hey.
a copy of somebody's mixtape they don't want to hear.
We have one. You know what? You're right. Let's look over here. Africa. A rich girl. Oh, it's an online thing. Okay, so that's not even doesn't count. All right, Texas has some, but they're all in Houston, and I'm assuming it's wherever Scarface is at.
Hey, listen, BLM, I would love to back black businesses, but why don't you get better at mapping them?
There's one in Houston called 360 Tax Group. No comment. That's where Wesley Snipes had his taxes done. The next one, Apex Urgent Care. Another one, 360's Computer Repair. Another one, Apex Telecommunications.
What, do they just own everything there?
Inspirational Gallery Garden Art. All right. Alabama seems to have 2. Atlanta has some. Atlanta has quite a few, actually, if you zoom in. It's all Hotlanta. But, yeah, these are the only approved places that you could...
Well, that's not a lot of choices.
Hey, Mike. The vice rings are still
Ah.
here. Okay. So remember, folks, stay woke. Make sure you only buy from black businesses.
When you apparently have 7 choices globally. So have fun with that.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty accurate map.
A lot of kids are going to get hubcaps.
Pretty accurate map.
But that's the look. We're not making fun of it. That's their map from the site they told me to go to. Like I literally looked at their own site. So I'm not even being a dick. That's what came up. Speaking of front lashing, Morgan Spurlock reveals past rape accusation and says, "I'm part of the problem."
And literally nobody cared.
He stepped down from his company.
Maybe he does have some stuff coming out.
I believe that he only did this. Yeah, he stepped down from his company. I believe that he did this because, yeah, there was a rape accusation apparently that he says when he was in college. The vice rings again. In college, and that's why he says I'm part of the problem. The Super Size Me director and star says they stopped having sex when the woman began to cry. He was banging a chick and she was crying, and then he tried to comfort her. She believed she was raped. Spurlock said. He would learn from her belief. They were both drunk, by the way, when this happened. Also in the post, the documentation admitted to being unfaithful to every wife and girlfriend I've ever had.
Well, Jesus.
And setting a sexual harassment allegation with former assistant, referring that not as a gropey-feely harassment, he said, but I would call my female assistant hot pants or sex pants when I was yelling at her in front of the other side of the office. Something I thought was funny at the time, but I realized it was completely demeaning and belittled her to a place of non-existence.
Let's not go here with this now, folks. Let's not. Let's not, please. Now we're going to just fucking stupid things that you say.
Someone's a rape apologist.
No, I just really like McDonald's.
Yeah, well, you really like rape too, apparently.
I like pot and I like McDonald's, and I like what this guy's body of work. He's done. It's pot and McDonald's. Was anybody looking to Morgan Spurlock as like the moral guide of America? Gives a shit.
I didn't know he was alive.
Yeah,
to be honest.
I looked at first time I ever saw Morgan Spurlock. I'd assumed every sex he's ever had wasn't consensual.
Yeah. Speaking of, Russell Simmons accused of 4 more sexual assaults. 10 women have now alleged that musical mogul assaulted or harassed them. 4 more women have come forward to accuse music producer Russell Simmons of sexual assault.
You should do a fucking deaf poetry jam about it.
Mm-hmm. It's called No Means Yes for Russell Simmons. In a new report in the New York Times, former Def Jam Records employee Drew Dixon, former music journalist Tony Salee, and performer Tina Baker alleged that Simmons raped them in encounters that spanned from 1988 to 2014. Also, former women are coming forward with allegations of sexual misconduct against Simmons. These are the only latest accusers to come forward about inappropriate behavior from Simmons in mid-November, the Los Angeles Times reported. I don't recall ever meeting any of the women who have spoken out against you, Russell, but I can't leave those women twisting in the wind. Maybe the recalling of the incident can be helpful. Okay, so we're getting up to 10 women against Russell Simmons.
Yeah. You know, you never heard about this stuff from Run. Reverend Run was never acting out like this.
He wasn't.
No.
He was being a reverend. Living with
Exactly.
his wife and having a reality TV show.
And raising these terribly unattractive and terribly fucking uninteresting kids.
And untalented. Don't forget
Oh,
untalented.
yeah, you're right. The 3 U's.
Yeah, the fucking 3 U's.
Fucking Simmons family.
3 U's to a fucked up childhood.
I mean, I still say that, you know, all of these allegations are nothing compared to Russell Simmons just raping all of black Americans and all poor people with his rush cards. That was the biggest act of rape Russell Simmons ever committed.
Well, I hate to break it to you, but
you know we're back on Fox News.
Oh, yes, we are.
The only hot bitches in the news left are Fox News and RT.
And Hispanic TV.
Yeah, but that's not really news because there's still
That's a good
they
point.
got a guy with they still have a guy with a clown nose in frame, and yeah, it's weird. I don't know what's
And a
going
bumblebee guy.
Ay, caramba!
The newest Christmas controversy has social justice warriors claiming this classic holiday carol is racist.
I'm sorry, pause.
Jingle bells, jingle bells.
Who are the makeup people at Fox? They deserve a fucking Emmy every year.
Yeah.
Because these girls are like just... I appreciate a well put together woman, and that chick was just wow on fleek. Sorry, let's go back to more racism and Christmas.
There you go.
Oh God, look at her. Yeah.
I donated to her Patreon.
He has social justice warriors claiming this classic holiday carol is racist.
Jingle bells, jingle all the way.
So here's the story.
That's the one?
That's the one.
That's the racist one?
Yeah.
History professor telling Boston.com that Jingle Bells was originally performed to make fun of African Americans. That
right, I'm
professor
sorry, can you
saying,
pause
quote,
this?
the race.
Do you see this? Are you starting to see what college? Are you starting to see where most of the problem comes from? It's these smug Marxist college professors that have to poison the well when it comes to every single thing that gives us an identity as Americans. Christmas, Easter, fucking Thanksgiving, fucking just Christianity, basic thing. Everything is race. We have to destroy everything. I hate this woman already. I'm sorry.
First off, everybody knows that's not the original song. The original songs was Jingle Bells, Batman Smells, Robin Laid an Egg.
Yeah. I was expecting to hear like N-word smell, N-word smell. They should move out of my neighborhood. And
Yeah,
like,
that
okay,
wasn't a song.
Jesus, man.
Wasn't
that's
a fucking
racist
Johnny.
Christmas.
Wasn't a Johnny Rebel song.
Racial history of the song has remained hidden behind its local and seasonal affection. Blackface and racist origins have been subtly and systematically removed from its history.
What? Okay, can someone give me a credible source on this, please? I want to read a credible source that proves that Jingle Bells is racist. I'm looking online and I'm not seeing anything.
Jingle bells, kill all the Jews and gays. Like, wait, what? Huh? It's just jingle bells. What is wrong with you? Why are you doing this? Why are you doing this to us, colleges? Why? Fuck.
The legacy of Jingle Bells is one where blackface and racist origins. Although one horse open sleigh for the most of its singers and listeners may have eluded its racializations past and taken place in seemingly unproblematic romanticizing of a normal white quote-unquote Christmas, attention to circumstances of its performance history enables reflection on its problematic role in the construction of blackness and whiteness in the United States, wrote the professor. According to the song's origins, it emerged from the economic need of perpetually unsuccessful man the racial politics of Antebellum Boston, the city's climate, and the intra-theatrical repertoire of commercial blackface performers moving between Boston and New York. There are also apparent elements of male display boasting, being toxic masculinity, basically, and the unbridled behavior of the male body on stage. What does this have to do with Jingle Bells? Here's Hamill's hot take on the troubling lyrics.
I'm dreaming of a white ethno state.
The songs... Who let Richard Spencer in here?
Just like the Jews are allowed to have.
Where the white robes glisten.
Ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank everybody over at Twitch who let us be on their platform. For
The song lyrics, which
astounding.
Hamill adds, display no real originality and reference things like Miss Fanny Bright and Dashing Through the Snow, connect the songs to Blackface Dandy according to a research paper.
Bashing through the snow. All these beaner skulls. Get them on the other side of the wall.
Laughing all the way.
Now, those are some racist Christmas carols, and we won't sing them in this home. Okay, I'm sorry.
You haven't. The original song was "Baby, It's Not Goy Outside." Words such as thou, thou't, and upsot suggest a radicalized performance that attempted to sound Southern to a Northern audience. Hamill wrote, "This is okay. Wait, it gets better. If you want to be politically correct, and thus can't play Jingle Bells this holiday season, there are many other Christmas tunes you can play. Just avoid." I was kidding. I didn't read. I just pulled this up. I swear to God. Just avoid "Baby, It's Cold Outside." I was fucking joking. I swear to God, I don't lie. I hadn't read this earlier. The sexist tune.
Oh, yeah, this is about rape. I remember this.
Yeah, rape culture.
Yeah.
White Christmas is more blatant racism. Or Mary, did you know Christmas should be more inclusive than just Christianity? Actually, okay, so anyway, that's the... all the songs.
Round up all the minorities. Fa la 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 la. Put them inside all the death camps. Yay, Merry Christmas.
Don, we now are Hugo Boss apparel. Fa la 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 la.
Oh, a new Iron Cross. Thanks. You thought of everything. No, it's fine.
Let's move over back to the UK. What do you say?
Oi, do we have a license for that?
Oh, you're right. I don't have my Talk About UK license.
Yeah,
well, fuck it. We're rebels.
We don't want them to kick in our door waving the 4-4.
This is from the Scotsman.
Oh, okay.
Gender stereotyping in the UK adverts to be banned next year. A new rule will be introduced in the UK advertising codes. Those sound great.
This sounds really awesome.
Oh, fuck. You know what? Those are my three
codes.
favorite words. UK advertising and codes.
How did it get so bad for you people?
Oh, my God. Following a review of gender stereotyping by the Advertising Standards Authority, another fun organization.
God, you miserable fucking twats over in England, man. Get a grip.
Which found more needed to be done to tackle advertisements featuring stereotypical gender roles and characterizations. So the government's going to get involved.
This is programming. Stop telling me that this is anything but engineered programming. It's less than 5% of the... I can't. I get so mad at these people.
Jews. The ASA review published last summer provided evidence for tougher regulations of advertisement with stereotypical gender roles or characteristics which can be harmful to people. The review, which included ones mocking people for not conforming to gender stereotypes.
Wait, so harmful to who? Trannies? They're not people.
Trannies are people. An advertisement for Aptamol baby formula showing a baby girl growing up to become a ballerina while boys become mathematicians and mountaineers attracted criticism from gender campaigners.
We are. If you can't see that this is programming at this point, you shouldn't have children. You shouldn't have children. You really need to protect your kids from shit like this.
An advertisement. I already read that. However, the new rule will not ban all forms of gender stereotypes. For example, the evidence falls short of calling for a ban on advertisements depicting a woman cleaning or a man doing do-it-yourself task. But it suggests certain types of depictions are likely to be.
Why are you doing this? Why are you fiddling with ads? Who cares?
But it suggests certain types of depictions are likely to be problematic.
I'm not even clapping this time.
For example, an advertisement showing family members creating a mess while a woman has sole responsibility for cleaning up. That sounds like a great place. Or one where a man is trying and failing to undertake simple parental or household tasks because of stereotypes associated with male gender. Eli Samil from the Committees of Advertising Practice, another committee, we're 3 committees in now for advertisements, the body which writes the advertising codes, said some gender stereotypes in ads can contribute to harm for adults and children by limiting how people see themselves and how others see them and potentially restricting the life decisions they make. This is backed by zero fucking science, by the way, folks. The introductions of, by the way, climate change, you science deniers. UK is literally changing policy over things that have no basis in science.
Can you imagine? Think about with all the regulations and how fucked up England is. If they just released, if they went full Trump right now and let go of all these regulations, just how much money you guys would save. It's fucking depressing. You're paying for this shit.
We'll set out our proposed new standards in spring of 2018. Guy Parker, chief executive of Advertising Standards Authority, said while some advertisers had updated their outlook, the industry still needed to change. While advertising is only one of many factors that contribute to unequal gender outcome, we welcome CAP's decision to introduce new rules on harmful. And they're welcoming it. It's fucking. You guys are. What is? You guys aren't fucking over there, so you have to bring Muslims in and shit to fill in the gaps. So you're losing any sort of thing that made you cool.
You've lost your minds. You've jumped the shark, so to speak. So, yeah, that's great. Good job, guys. They're imploding. They can't survive. You can't survive all these little regulations. You can't. Fuck.
We have a little bit of a Matt Damon talking about the Weinstein thing. So let's go ahead and just play that.
In the age of people charged with sexual misconduct. This is everywhere. How do you react to that? Especially you as the father of 4 girls.
Ooh, can I guess? Matt Damon.
Wait, can I guess?
Sure.
Usually just by ignoring it and cashing my checks. Moving on, really.
Don't forget spiking stories.
Remember, it's not my little girl, so I don't actually care.
Mm-hmm. Wow, Matt, I can't believe you were so honest with us.
Oh shit! Did I say that out loud?
Yeah, no, we're live.
I was on. I'm on drugs. I thought that I thought I was thinking that.
I mean, it's.
Hey,
I think it's.
You better bury this clip of me, or I'll fucking destroy you. Just goes right back into Matt Damon mode. Bury all this footage, or I'll destroy everybody in this business. I know Harvey Weinstein. I can't help you anymore.
That doesn't matter anymore, dude.
We're in this watershed moment, and I think it's great, and I think it's wonderful that women who are feeling empowered to tell their stories, and it's totally necessary. I mean, you know, I think I do believe that there's a spectrum of behavior.
There sure is.
Oh yeah,
especially where you're from.
Yep.
Right, and we're gonna have to figure out like what, you know. There's a difference between, you know, patting someone on the butt and rape or child molestation, right?
Yeah, but see, here's the thing, Matt. You guys are the ones that started pushing all of this all sexist rape thing. It was the left. You guys take out all the rules and you make this weird banana republic of rules where they just kind of like, hey, we'll play the rules as we see them. And that's why, because of that, and because of and I'm sorry to say it, women, but because of empowering women, here's what happens is everything now is going to be what Louis C.K. did to what Harvey Weinstein did. You're going to say it's all the same, and they're going to have the same social repercussions.
Here's what happens, Matt. I'm going to give you a little advice. When you lose a cultural battle as epic as this last election, and you and your little lefty pals, you get together in your little think tanks and you start, brainstorming of a new way. We're going to change the rules. We're going to make the contest not about who's the best. We're going to make it about, who's the most rapey, who's the rapiest person out there. Here's the thing. When you're going to change the rules and call the shots as to what the new rules are, don't pick the thing you're worst at and go, we're going to judge it based on this now. That would be like me and Royce arm wrestling, and Royce beats me. And then I go, no, two out of 3. We're going to change the contest rules. Now it's who can stay sober the longest. Checkmate. That's what the left did with fucking rape and pedophilia. They're like, yeah, well, who's the most rapey and the most pedophilic? And everybody's like, well, it's technically still you guys.
Yeah, it's still you guys.
So you lose?
Let me talk to him in a way he might understand. Hey, Matt, it is your fault.
It is your fault.
No, Matt. It's not It's not Weinstein's fault. It's not only his fault. It is your fault. Yeah. Do you like apples? Huh? How do you like them apples?
Yeah, and guess what? Now that you're a rape apologist, guess what, Matty boy? You're now my second favorite Jason Bourne.
Mm-hmm.
Take that. Okay,
that's a lie.
I'm with Jeremy Renner now.
I'm not even with Jeremy Renner now. He's still a better fucking...
Jeremy Renner didn't cover up a mass fucking rape, sex trafficking organization.
Yet.
You don't know what Hawkeye's been into.
Scarlett Johansson reportedly.
Really?
He banged her at least from what I read.
Good for him, man. Jeremy Renner?
And eradicated, without question. But they shouldn't be conflated, right? And so when you see something like Al Franken, right? I personally would have preferred if they had an ethics committee investigation.
Yeah, because ethics committees never work, and he would have stayed in office because you're a political hack just like everyone else on the left. How dare you tell people what they should have done when you, and this is reputable, spiked a New York Times story in 2006 about Harvey Weinstein. You could say you didn't. You could hop on Jimmy Kimmel and have fun with your friend, but you did. You are a piece of shit. You covered up what Weinstein was doing, you piece of shit. And you know what? Tarantino gets shit because he goes, I knew more and I should have done more. But you knew more than anybody. You and Ben were fucking best friends with this dude.
Yeah, dude, it's fucking... And a fun fact in the chat, I don't know if I can't verify it, but according to the chat room, Hollywood has lost $7.9 billion in the last 2 years. Probably, especially considering this last disastrous campaign. They were all fucking invested in that. Oof. Boy, are they bitter.
You know what I mean? It's like at what point,
Yeah, he doesn't have a script. He has to think on his own. This takes a bit.
We're so energized to kind of get retribution, I think, and we live in this
sorry,
culture
man.
about-
Affleck's really actually the writer out of the two of us.
Yeah, I'm not more the writer.
He did a
guy.
lot of the heavy lifting on Good Will Hunting.
Rage and injury, and that we're going to have to correct enough to kind of go, well, wait a minute. None of us came here perfect. You know what I mean? Like, what's the point of us being...
But you guys all... I'm sorry. You guys all act perfect. That's the problem. You guys are the bastions of truth. I see you on Twitter during elections trying to sway people's votes because apparently you have the moral high ground. That's the problem. You guys are the ones that have been acting like you're perfect, because it makes sense, you're actors, acting like you're perfect for so fucking long, and now no one believes you when you play the victim like, we're not perfect, like we're humans, like no one's perfect. People see through your shit now, all of your shit. Dude, it's more than half of Hollywood that knows. More than half of Hollywood. And more dominoes are going to fall. Higher up people are going to start fucking taking the fall for this. This doesn't end at Matt Damon and Weinstein.
Here other than to improve. And if we have people within us, within the society, like, the Louis C.K. thing, like I don't know all the details. I don't do deep dives on this, but I did see his statement.
But I am going to comment on it. Because I haven't
That's
done...
a very telling statement. I don't really do my research, but damn it, I'm going to talk about it.
Remember the line that I don't do my research next time these motherfuckers tell you who to vote for, or they tell you who's the fucking moral high ground. Remember this shit. This is them admitting that they don't do their research. The only thing do you understand that people hold these celebrities in high regards? They get the news the same way you do, through their Facebook feed or Twitter. They're not sitting there going, well, I'm an actor, so of course I understand. No, you don't. You play people on TV.
I played a CIA agent in movies, so I know a lot about the
No, you
intelligence
don't.
community and how they operate.
No.
And a lot of times what'll happen is, like, you'll go rogue, and then they send Julia Stiles after you.
And you figure, why don't they send a bitch with bigger tits? I was saying that too.
I mean, but she's all right in the face, but then, she starts chasing you, and then in the third movie, she cuts her hair, and she inexplicably just looks terrible.
Yeah, for no reason.
Weird.
She looks like Zach Morris in that one.
And
I don't
for some
know why.
reason, you're always meeting her in Paris. It's like,
Yeah.
why don't you just both stay in Paris?
Yeah, live there.
Statement, which kind of was arresting for me, when he came out and he said, I did this. He said, I did these things. These women are all telling the truth. And I just remember thinking, well, that's the sign of somebody who, well, we can work with that. You know what I mean? Like, that's...
Look at Hollywood trying to repair itself. That's what
not
you're
a-
watching. You're looking at Hollywood trying to repair itself. And then you have Jimmy Kimmel sitting there and crying on TV because of healthcare.
With his dumb baby.
Yeah, crying on TV because of healthcare. But when it comes to these fucking people that are raping people in his own industry, your fucking little best friend here, and you fucking people you've had on the show who are now fucking alleged of doing shit. And by the way, I'm still not sure shit's not gonna come out against Jimmy Kimmel too. I guarantee you, all these motherfuckers have skeletons in their closet. I'm also amazed shit hasn't come out against Jimmy Fallon either, because from what I heard, he's a grabby party boy. What I heard, I don't know if it's true or not, but the stories of how he actually hurt his finger aren't the stories that he says on that show. The guy parties. Good for him. I'm not saying that he's not, but my point is, if we're going to hold everyone to your little fucking Hollywood standards, then don't fucking cry when the only people that are left are the people like Scott Baio and Adam Baldwin, the people that you made fun of for being conservative, and the James Woods are the only ones that are fucking left.
To be fair, Scott Baio's kind of retarded.
I'm not saying he's not retarded. It's
pretty embarrassing.
But my point is, he has cheated on his wife.
That's a good point that we know of.
Clear signal to men and to young people is
Matt Damon's been
deny
married to
it.
the same Uggo for many years, like since before he was an actor. Do anybody, seriously, look me in the eyes right now, do any of you believe that he hasn't cheated on her multiple times with multiple different broads? Do you believe that?
Honestly, though, that's the smart play, man. If you're a Matt Damon, you get yourself a real frumperoo. Yeah. And then what is she going to do? She's fucking married to Matt Damon. She's not going to do any better.
Because if you take responsibility for what you did, your life's going to get ruined, right? But if you deny it, you can be in the White House. You can be the president. You know.
Whoa. You saw him pivot? Hey, you were the ones raping people. You were. How dare you try to turn... Your moral high ground is gone. I recommend you don't talk about the president because you're looking like a fool. You fool.
You didn't hear the earlier part where he said, nobody's perfect, man. We're not perfect in this world.
Hey, you know what? Trump isn't perfect, man.
No, but he needs to be perfect because he's a president and he's Republican and he beat Hillary.
Oh. I don't know. That's how it works.
Yep, that's how it works.
Okay.
I think we're almost...
I think Matt Damon said Po Buddy's Nerfic, and that's how it ended, and everyone was fine.
Fucking hate Matt Damon now. I'm a Jeremy Renner guy now. Before we get to shilling,
yes,
I have a sad announcement to make. I didn't even know this. I saw it live on Twitter as it was unfolding. That today marks the last broadcast for Mike Francesa up in New York. For those of you that don't know, Mike Francesa he used to be on Mike and the Mad Dog. And he was a sports radio guy. He's like a legendary sports radio guy in New York. But he was just a douche, and he took himself way too seriously. And some of my greatest moments over the years have been listening to people prank call his show and be total dicks to him. And him losing his mind. But yeah, he's retiring at 8 done. So no more Mike Francesa. And to you, Mike, we say thank you for your service.
Thank you for your service.
Because you were pretty awesome. I mean, in an ironic way, like William Shatner. You were awesome, but you were, also
actually
a tool.
terrible.
Yeah, you were actually terrible, but God bless.
You're awesome in the way the Room or Birdemic is awesome.
I hope he joins political talk radio now.
Oh no! Come on, no.
Be awesome.
Let him ride off into the sunset, dude.
Hey guys, how would you like to win a free Google Home Mini?
Well, fucking bad.
Well, too bad. We're keeping them both. No, we got one to give away for you. we're going to give it to one of our lucky patrons. And you still got a week to sign up. Less than a week, couple days left. Sign up now while you can. Pledge a monthly donation, and we will enter you to win. And you can also go to paypal.me/We're Not Sorry if you want to donate one time. Subscribe, share, get us some followers on YouTube. Give us some juice, dog. Rate us on iTunes, sucker.
We'll be back Monday, guys.